Okay, I started the stream. Yeah, it's the Godard reference. That's the problem with that. You know how my audience hates Godard.
I know how much you hate Godard. You haven't even seen any Godard. You hate Godard.
I've seen things that are adjacent.
You have not. Okay. Wait,
The title I gave it sounds enough like a euphemism. Like, 2 girls, 1 goo is going to be. People are going to be very disappointed when they click. Is what that's going to create.
Is disappointment not what you're looking for? Wait.
No, I get it because of the content of my work. I see what you're saying.
That's not what I was. No, I was talking about like, the content of like. Isn't the point of an audience is to irritate and alienate them? Have I been doing this wrong?
Mm-hmm. Backpedaling is what you're doing. Did you skeet it
part
yet?
3.
No. What are you,
I'm skeeting it.
You're killing me.
And then I'm going over to the wait. Don't reskeet that.
Okay.
I'm going to change it.
Okay. The Hades thing is auto playing directly below it. I appreciate that you're trying to. I appreciate what your intent. Yeah, I guess
My intent is that I love you and you're hilarious, and I think more people would see your hilarious stuff if it wasn't 19 episodes deep into your second Hades series. So I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to do my part.
I get it. I understand.
Okay,
I'm saying I appreciate it.
You took the bad one. Okay.
Well, I took the one I could afford.
Yeah. It's 3 time either way. Do I spend? Ooh, that's a lot of coverage though.
Yeah, it is a lot of spaces for sure.
I'm gonna go with the 3/3 though. For the rather than the
Yeah, I can see that.
6/3.
Kind of what I figured. I figured this was gonna be my my pull here. And I like the way that forms up in the corner.
Okay, hang on. Okay, now what am I doing? Well,
Thank you very much, Lazuli. That's very kind.
I have 1.
We were talking about apologies. I forgot to open my pop before the stream started. We were talking about how sometimes I am compelled to do a little like an animation sequence or something. Just like a gag, a bit occurs, and it's not because I think I have had a great idea or something. It's because something broke, and I feel the need to fix it. I feel responsible for the breakage. And it tends to happen. It tends to happen pretty deep in the series, or like I'm trying to fix what I think is a fundamental problem with the series, like in the case of the Blood Wheel. Because the problem with the Blood Wheel, honestly, is not even that I was afraid the viewers were going to get bored with me just like rolling people every match. It was I was getting bored.
Okay, I have now shared it on the
But maybe I shouldn't
call it as well.
Maybe I shouldn't admit stuff like that. Maybe I should just pretend to be acting out of altruism.
Wait, how many? You don't have very many. So actually,
no, there's not a lot of eyes to go around at this point.
So actually,
it's about to be December. Why are we still playing the Halloween version? Because it's never not.
It's never not Halloween.
It's never not Halloween. I will also just advance.
Okay, well now at least I have a better situation.
Yeah. Now there's some pieces that you can actually pick. I sure wish I had one more eye than I do here. Okay, that's interesting.
Why was that interesting?
Because it's interesting.
My other option was to take the 5-6,
Yeah.
and that just does more time in a more awkward shape. So I don't feel like it is something
Or
interesting. I feel like it is something.
a more excellent shape. Perhaps a more ideal shape. Welcome to the pre-stream, everybody. This is where we listen to piano music and Amabel yells at me.
I don't think I've ever.
It's everybody's favorite part of the thing.
I don't think I've ever yelled at you.
All right, you're yelling at me right now.
That's
I'm gonna have to ask you to lower your voice.
How about this? Is this good for you?
No, I don't like it.
Is this good?
I would like to reverse my call, please.
Is this good for your audience? Will this get us money?
You know, maybe people might. Maybe this fits in right here. I mean, I feel like I'm moving really fast. I feel like I've covered a lot of space on the time track relative to the amount of space I've covered on my board, especially relative to last time. So Lazuli's horrified. Look at what you've done.
No, I'm sorry. I can't see it because I'm busy playing the game.
Yeah, here's the weird thing. There's a real split on that kind of content. Some people might pay you to stop, and other people are having a different reaction.
The way it works.
Well, I'm saying other people are having a different reaction. I suppose you could maybe like try to gin up some kind of bidding war.
I created a very awkward situation for myself here, but
We're sorry, Lazuli. No, not us. Amabel, apologize. I didn't do anything.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My voice was too erotic for everyone. This isn't okay. Well, maybe okay. So this one costs 0 eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't feel like I have much plan. I'm covering a lot of space, but I don't feel like I have much of a plan here. Is the problem?
Yeah. Okay, so I think I gotta take the 2-2. As much as I love to pick up income, I have to slow down the rate at which I am moving across this time board, I think. And this piece fits very well for me. And then the question is, what do I do with that? I think I just put it here. Because that's the 7th row.
Okay, so where are we? I'm just behind you. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I take the 3-3 because it's gonna fit in this spot I have.
Oh, yeah,
awkward spot I have.
That is actually very good for you.
The best thing for me to do there. I really love to get a 2 turns in a row, but I don't think it's gonna happen with the pace we're at.
Gosh, there's a lot of thudding and slamming going on.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's not me.
Apologies if any of that. I don't think it's coming through on the mics, but apologies if any of it does. It's our neighbors? I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I never make disconcerting sounds.
No, that's never happened.
Never.
All right, I've stopped. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. How do I fill this space?
It's weird to get a patch when you actually have like a really nice rectangle going, because it's like, what do I do with this that's not actually going to cause a problem later?
I mean, you could just give it to me. You could just let me have them.
I don't believe that I am allowed to just give it to you. I don't think that's an option.
I need them more than you do.
I agree with that, which is why I need you to not have them. I don't know, like I'm saying that I feel like I'm moving across the time board very quickly relative to previous plays, but that's not actually a thing that matters at all. What matters is our speed relative to each other this play. And I'm doing fine. By that metric, I'm doing fine. Okay. Very careful and controlled.
Well, it was until now.
Until now. Okay. So... that's 3 spaces. I kind of wish I hadn't put this here then. But...
Shit, I'm gonna need to advance.
Yeah. I'm also doing the math on how I make sure that you don't get the thing there. Yeah, this is a little awkward. So if I take this, I end up right there. I advance, then you have to advance. I think this makes sense. So I'm gonna take this big T here. And put it right there, even though that looks kind of silly, because I'm pretty sure okay. And then I take this piece and do that with it, I guess. That gets me a patch, which I actually have a use for. I think I've maintained a position here. That said, I did just like race past you on the time track without actually gaining very much coverage. That's a little worrying.
Yeah, I think you have this game, though, sweetie.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm slightly behind on too many things. For even just being a few spaces ahead, I don't think, tempo-wise, I think you got this.
Yeah, I should probably take that. And I don't know. I don't know if it matters terribly where this goes.
Okay, so you got the special patch.
Yep.
Okay, that's not even contention anymore.
Yeah, I was literally a single space away from it. Is it the people in the hallway, or what the fuck? What is going on? The whole building is shaking.
I'm not hearing anything right now. So
okay, so it must be happening like in the apartment above us, like right above me, maybe.
Yeah, I know Jeff is working. I know someone else is working on stuff.
You can say, are you afraid of doxing Jeff?
Yeah.
Since Jeff is the only person named Jeff in the state of Michigan, it is reasonable to. Yeah, this is a fair amount of space coverage without being very much time spent.
I just need to advance. Shit. Yeah, you got this, I think.
And then I think we can do a similar thing here. And tuck that right there in the corner.
Turns out never getting any of the patches is not great. What I found out. pro tip.
Yeah, I did an okay job of like controlling the tempo here.
Yeah, you did an excellent job.
Thank you. I'm trying to scroll down to see your board. My mouse wheel is still kind of fucking up. I think I may need to get a new mouse soon. Which is a bummer. I like my mouse very much.
Oh yeah, you are so ahead on the coverage. Oh. Most of these things I won't be able to use.
Okay, there we go. 7 spaces left, 26 eyeballs.
Yeah, I can't use any of these, so I just advance. Giving you another. Yeah, how badly did you? Yeah, no, that was a drubbing.
That was a gap there.
Yeah, I feel better about this one though, because like last game, I'm not saying I got sour last game, but I definitely felt like I didn't have any ability to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
And here, I did make some mistakes, and you just played really, really effectively, really, really well.
Thank you.
So I feel like my loss was earned here. What I'm saying.
All right, well, guess what, y'all?
What are we listening to?
The pre-stream music has been this thing, the red square in the forest. Y'all know how I love this red square in this forest. It's one of my favorite neon and naturally occurring neon light structures.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna fade over to the ghast layer, the ghast cave, while I get the world set up here.
The world of the goo too. So, while we're waiting for that, folks, if someone said thank you very kindly, would you think that they are thanking you like extra, or that they're saying thank you, by the way, I'm very kind?
Hold on, no, that's not the question. The question is, grammatically, in the phrase thank you very kindly, isn't it the case that the adverb kindly applies to the verb thank, right? It's
That's what I just said. That's the same thing I just said.
I feel like you worded it in a very biasing way, and I think you know you did that. Why is this not doing the thing? There it is. Okay, there we go. We're live. We're real. Let me feed this to Amabel.
Yeah, I love it when you feed me things.
Welcome back to World of Goo. We're 75% of the way through this World of Goo. Let us hurl ourselves back into ye old Reconator. Here in the future, where we have arrived because of our crazy Snowpiercer train.
Now, I will say, so of these two tracks that are left to us, I find the detective one adventure game much more compelling.
Yeah.
Should we save that and go through the other one first?
No.
Okay.
I want my dessert, damn it. What I'm actually thinking is that these could be a little longer, and we might want to break up.
Okay.
This track with the other one.
Dingy bar called the Sour Note, a haven for those seeking solace from their troubled lives. I'd gotten a tip that Rusty Blackwood, the man I'd been hired to find, has a taste for this joint.
No, there's nothing in that box. What about these folks over here?
Oh, buddy, you had too much milk. Let's get you home. What are you looking at, chump?
Is he a Chuck Tingle character?
Oh, buddy, you had too
Okay,
much
what do
milk.
you mean?
Let's get you home.
You know, because Chuck
are you
Tingle and
looking
his
at,
whole the whole chocolate milk bit. I admit this is an older bit. Maybe
I don't know
maybe
that
you weren't
bit,
maybe you
yeah.
weren't following Chuck Tingle back in the Lonesome Train chocolate milk frozen pond days.
No,
Frozen lake? Frozen. I think it was a lake.
I don't understand this.
Okay. Oh my. They're really going for this. I'm like very impressed.
The periphery of the room is decked with sticky-looking crimson velvet upholstery. Tarnished chandeliers cast a dim, eerie glow over the patrons. A lounge singer is perched sinuously on a stool on a meager stage in the far corner. Her eyes are closed as she leans into the microphone, crooning a slow, sad tune. Her voice laced with a bitter sweetness, mirroring the broken dreams of the souls huddled around the bar.
Oh, that's... I feel like the cursor was pretty far below the door there.
The air in here reeks of detergent and despair, mingling with smoke snaking up from sparklers held between milk-stained fingers. Looks like he's had too much milk.
How are these people drinking milk that their fingers are getting stained with it?
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't like it.
Another cool glass of milk, doll. Come on. Let me take you another cool glass of milk, doll.
I don't... You know, there's something going on here. I don't know if they were... Never mind. I have weird associations with milk in art since we just watched a whole bunch of It's Always Sunny. And so I kind of can't help but think of the McPoyles.
Okay, that's fair.
And I don't think that's the vibe they're going for.
I mean, I think generally...
I approach the bar, flicking wet from the rain off the collar of my trench coat, and take a seat on one of the worn leather stools.
What's your poison, stranger?
Just information tonight.
I'm a bartender, pal, not a library.
All right, give me a frosty glass of milk.
Oh, I don't like the way that sounds.
No, I don't either.
And it's like greenish. Oh, no, okay, there it is. The green was the glass without the milk in it.
Look at that froth.
Say, ever have a man named Rusty Blackwood stop in here for a frothy cup? I've got a photo of him here.
Stop saying the word froth.
So, hold on. You were starting to say something. I had already clicked. I apologize. You were starting to say something.
Oh, well, just that I think that association of milk in art with the I think that comes from somewhere, because I do know a lot of people who like look down on adults who drink milk.
I don't know,
Who
like
think it's weird or childish, especially because a lot of people as they get older develop a lactose intolerance towards drinking milk.
Mm-hmm.
So it's seen as kind of just not a healthy thing, and as kind of association with Arrested Development and whatnot. So I think that might be where some of it comes from.
Tyrio pointing out, I don't like that a place called The Sour Note primarily serves milk. That's an excellent concern to bring up. Well, the other immediate association, right, is like the milk bars from Clockwork Orange, which is definitely, I don't know if they're trying to relate it to childhood or childishness necessarily there, but it's definitely like raw id, right? Like,
yeah, it's indulgence.
Yeah,
it's seen as like a luxury, like like some people in way back times would have like milk baths.
Yep,
and that just
it's gross. That's a gross thing to do.
It's gross. Yeah, don't do that.
Lazuli says their mind went immediately to fight milk. You can tell that this is not fight milk because mostly the liquids are going into people here.
He's got a name I do not know, but yeah, I've seen him. You'll want to talk to Misty.
Misty, who is she and where can I find her?
Just turn around. She sings for you now.
He's not genre aware to know that it would have to be the singer.
Whoa.
Don't go get your hopes up, pal.
Now what would a woman like Misty be doing with a man like Rusty?
She likes some trouble, you know. But I ain't seen these Rusty in a long distance.
Were they, involved in a duet?
Huh?
Were Rusty and Misty both riding side saddle on the same steed? Were they sharing more than a glass of whiskey?
Whiskey? What's that?
Were they 2 hot bullets in a revolver?
I don't...
What I mean to say is, were Misty and Rusty romantically permeated?
Can't say for sure, pal. Misty follows her a long, twisty road, but I'd say she enjoys playing with fire. And Rusty, let's just say last time I saw him here, he was smoking.
You're not so bad at dispensing information, bartender.
Good luck, pal.
I actually really like the idea of a character in a noir thing who just can't parse the metaphors. This shit is too overwrought for me. I can't tell what you're saying.
Misty's sultry voice floats in the air like a wounded albatross. She sways to the rhythm of the music. Her eyes move languorously from one patron to another, as if cataloging their sins.
20 years I've waited here tonight. I'm the one in green.
Go to the mic. Do your type 5.
Hold on. Am I allowed to? No, I can't. I can't get up like Manny Calavera and just recite some beat poetry.
Say, that was a fine performance, Misty. You possess a heavenly voice of velvet. My name is Cliff Spanner, private detective. Do you know why I'm here? I'm hoping you can help me out. I'm looking for someone.
Get his eyes checked.
I understand you're acquainted with someone named Rusty Blackwood. He's not been seen in a while, and I'm hoping you can tell me where he might have gone.
It just gets
For a woman with
funnier.
such a beautiful voice, you sure are spare on words, aren't you, Misty? A real laconic crusader.
I kind of hope we never get to actually talk to her. Aw.
Oh, she's a knockout, isn't she?
She should be illegal.
Can I help you, sweetie? Did you enjoy yourself?
Thank you, but I'm asking some questions of Misty here.
Well, sure, sweetie, go ahead. I'll just powder my nose.
As I was saying, my name's Cliff Spanner, private detective. I'm hoping you can help me out.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll go on then. Spit it out.
I'm looking for a man who's disappeared. I'm looking for Rusty Blackwood. I understand he's an acquaintance of yours.
I do. I appreciate the link that they carried that bit out for.
Do me a favor, sweetie. Turn around, please.
He clearly can't see. Why bother?
Cliffy Cupcake, you can turn around again.
Misty, there was a nice man here. He must have run off.
Oh, you know how men are, Cliff. You think they're one thing, and then they're another.
So about Rusty Blackwood.
Ooh, Rusty, he was a promising one.
Tell me more, Misty. Were you using Rusty to get to his family's Blackwood Oil Company?
Well, you know Blackwood Oil. You know what they do to this city, don't you? They poison it with their oil. The air is thick. Even the ground is bleeding. I tried to show Rusty the truth, but...
You thought you'd convince Rusty to destroy his own family business?
Yeah, Rusty. A little dim, but he was cute. I thought he was interested in cleaning up this city, in doing something about this rotten family oil business. And he was, for a while. But he changed. He was lured by another light in the dark.
Where'd he wander off to?
Look, since Rusty's a pal, I'll throw you a bone. But you ain't heard it from me, understand?
If that's what it takes.
I might have an idea who he's been hanging around with.
Yeah. Who?
There's a man, Dmitri Konyak. He's a real charmer. A gentleman of the night. a distant mountain of ill repute. You catch me?
I think I know the type. The city is lousy with characters, most of them shady.
Watch yourself, Spiana. Demetrius Noir, well, more than you probably expect. He has the way of crashing even the sturdiest ships into his rocky shore. He has the way of getting what he wants, even from tough nuts like you.
What would he want from...
Just find Dimitri Cognac, you'll understand. He's usually on the last train out of the city, the midnight steamliner. If you leave now, you still have time to catch him tonight, if you hurry.
What makes you think he'll talk to me?
Well, he won't, not with that attitude. Look at you all dressed up like a private dick.
Just doing my job, ma'am.
Oh, sweetie, you're just a fool in drag. But so is everyone you've ever met.
Anything else you need to tell me about Dimitri Cognac?
You're gonna need something to loosen his tongue.
Like a big wrench.
Damn!
Take this. I have a feeling it'll make Dimitri talk.
Big wrench?
Best I'm not hanging on to this anyway.
Because it's a big, dangerous wrench. Oh. I don't think that was a wrench.
It's been a pleasure, Misty.
Just be careful, Spiana. Now, scuttle lost, sweetie. I need to go get ready for my next set.
That feels to be like a very Mel Brooks joke. The shushing.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta check your dressing room for goo balls. There's got to be some goo balls around here somewhere. I don't have any yet. Aha. Okay, I think that's probably it. Well, maybe we should just get out of here. But also, what about goo balls? Okay, it does seem like there's probably not anything else to do here.
Good luck out there, pal.
I need answers about Rusty Blackwood. And this guy, Cognac, might hold the key. I gotta get to the train station. The echo of Misty's voice trails behind me, mingling with the distant wail of the city. The night is young, and I am not. I see a sad sack in a city cleaner uniform sweeping wet sludge from the sidewalk into the gutter. He turns away from me as I pass. But is this the same guy who was mopping the hallway outside my office? No way, couldn't be. What's your name, friend?
Just a guy looking after this dump. Hey, I think you dropped these.
It's gonna bother me that I didn't manage to find them all. Hold on, let's just walk over here. There might be more stuff off to the left side. Nope, I just legitimately didn't manage to find them all. Amabel, what the hell?
It's okay. How many were there?
10.
And
So possibly even 2 more interaction spots. I was distracted by Misty. I was not expecting there to be a drag queen in World of Goo 2.
yeah,
Sort of caught me off guard. I feel like that was an all right portrayal, right?
yeah.
Are we
I
feeling
didn't have
okay
an
about
issue
that?
with
All
it.
right.
I feel okay with that. I always tense up.
Yeah, right. Same. As soon as I realized what they were doing, I was like, "Oh God, come on, please be cool, please be cool."
They were all right.
Yeah, it was all right. I think we're gonna break it up. We're gonna go back and forth here. Welcome back to World of Goo 11. This way up. I'm sorry, Nick. I didn't mean to disappoint you. Released in the year 2216, World of Goo 11 came out during one of those brief moments in time when everyone thought virtual reality would be a really cool idea. Apparently those are cyclical. Virtual reality was never a good idea. Virtual reality was not a good idea in the 1980s. Virtual reality was not a good idea in the 2020s. But every few decades, after everyone forgets how terrible virtual reality is, someone always comes along and says, hey, you know what would be a really cool idea? Strapping a hot, heavy computer to your face. In a stunning achievement of true immersion, World of Goo 11 was notable for its uncanny ability to make players motion sick without strapping anything at all to their face. It does feel like we keep ending up back in this place, right?
Yeah.
So wait, what even can I? Right, the only thing I can interact with is the gravity. So I'm just gonna roll this around here. Okay, so we need to. No, wait. No, don't do that. Don't do that. This is harder than it probably looks.
It looks hard.
Okay. Well, then maybe it's not. Okay, so we should be able to
no, that.
hold
Okay.
that.
Okay.
All right, then I have to manipulate it by the corners is the trick.
Oh. Huh.
What?
Oh, I'm just watching.
So do I wanna smash this up? Because we could put them through the grinder. I guess we're gonna have to. But we may as well go get the other one because we're gonna want to do it all at once. It is a little weird that every time I pick up a piece of it, it sounds like a touch-tone phone. Oh wait, pick it up and then The problem is that with the physics, with the object that controls physics also being a physics object, it's a little tricky. Here we go. Come on, get in there.
Yeah, this looks like. Here's the thing. I talk a lot about how I love it when games are kind of frustrating and unintuitive.
Yeah.
And I do, but I also hate it.
And then, well, I mean, the hating it is why you love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm familiar. I understand.
Well, so like, I would hate to play this level, but I do think this is neat. It does look cursed, Nick. This is.
Well, the thing about video games is they're very easy, and no one has ever had a problem with one. It's like the most important. Maybe I would go so far as to say the only thing about them.
All right, that's it.
What?
I'm making a new T-shirt.
Okay.
You said that like 600,000 times.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Honestly, that's a piece of merch I might buy. All right, everybody in the blades. Check that shit out. Okay. So now I think we want to kind of gravity down and to the left until everybody makes it through. There's still some goo on that upper platform that I'm trying to make sure we get all of. Okay, there we go. The fluid simulation is really something.
Yeah.
What's up with this little bit?
Okay, so I am understanding this now.
Yeah, and then this was the big brilliant plan the whole time. I'm worried that I'm not going to get the OCD because, yeah, there's this like little bit here that doesn't seem to want to go through the thing. Let me see if I can guide it. Oh my god. Must you? Trying to make sure that I don't accidentally sweep it like down the hall, though.
Okay.
Get up there. Nope. This part didn't touch any of the blades, I think, so it didn't actually become fluid. Also, there was somehow a tiny amount of fluid left there. I think we were probably a single ball away from... 2, in fact. I guess each one of those would have counted as a ball. Alright, we've earned ourselves more narration.
Alright.
I do love to commit a murder.
I catch the last train out of the city. All aboard the midnight steamliner. It cuts its way out of the city like a neon blade to the outskirts. A ramshackle smear of strip malls and cheap motels that splatter out of the city like an exit wound.
Ha-ha! Knew it. Okay, that was just nothing. We gotta check all this cargo. Alright, I knew there was going to be stuff behind where we started as soon as I saw the way they laid that initial screen out. Okay, I think we've searched everywhere. Now, on to the plot or whatever.
The air is thick with the haze of sparkler smoke and the acrid stench of decaying seat leather.
I'd ask that you leave me be, sir.
Nope, not in chat, just describing Amabel's Saturday afternoon.
I'm being tailed, that someone is watching me.
Got her.
Here you go, you poor thing.
Okay, I didn't appreciate that, actually.
I'm sorry.
I don't slur. It goes on my face. I'm a
Passengers are spread
lady.
out, as if each is harboring a secret they don't want anyone else to hear. I stalk through the carriages, searching for Dmitri Konyak. I'm not sure what exactly I'm looking for, but based on Misty's description, I figure I'll know him when I see him. All I know is that Konyak is a dangerous man whose charisma is inescapable.
I hope he turns out to be a literal mountain.
I'm like, here you can have these.
Okay.
A chill runs up my spine. Something isn't right, but I press on.
Whose kid is that? Whose kid is that?
Hey, mister, you look funny. Hey, mister, you look funny.
Well, it's hard to argue with, but still not nice to say.
This must be him. Dmitri is a hard man to miss. He's sitting in a dimly lit booth, accompanied by a stunning woman who looks me up and down as I approach.
Well, go on then. Don't just monologue to yourself. Now let's hear what's grappling around in that pretty little head.
Dmitri is a large man, robust, spilling out of his seat, a relic from a time when indulgence was a luxury. His substantial girth, once a symbol of opulence, now hints at the sins he must have savored. The man is immaculately groomed, his mustache adding a touch of rugged sophistication.
Well, thanks. I enjoyed my sophisticated mustache, too.
I knew my monologuing would get me in trouble one day.
Finally, something interesting is about clapping. Come sit with me, Hanson. Let's wait for it together.
What's going to happen?
Come sink your teeth into a battered roll.
Conyac's voice, a resonant basso profundo, was the sturdiest thing on this rickety train.
The secret to the perfect piece of cake ease, carefully slicing it to just the perfect size. Enormous.
I can't argue with that.
You look tired. Has it been a long night?
I'm looking for someone.
You've been talking to Misty.
How do you know? Did she call you?
Do you see a telephone? You've brought your past with you. Every line under those cute little vodka bottle glasses. That cloud of Misty's perfume you waft him here with. I always told her she wore too much.
I hope my acquired scent didn't disturb the other passengers.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. It's my job to move like a shadow in the night, to not be seen or smelled.
It doesn't matter because there is no one else on this train.
Of course there are, Cognac. I talked to lots of passengers in the carriages before you.
Ghosts. They're all ghosts. Did you try the ham?
Are we gonna get to suplex the train?
I don't think so.
Wait, are you saying this is a ghost train?
Wouldn't that be a thrilling story? No, this is not a ghost train.
I'm not sure I understand.
Pick someone. Anyone on the train you think you make. That woman with feathers in her hair. That man with a freshly pressed suit who looked nervous in the second car. Where are they going? It doesn't matter. Are they going to work? What would happen if they didn't go? Nothing. Nothing would happen. The train would still arrive on time. Their workplace would hire someone else. The papers would still get photocopied. Ghosts. Every one of them. Gruyere.
Dimitri, how long have you been riding this train?
Maybe I've been on this train for 200,000 years. Or maybe I didn't exist until you trotted through that door over there. The more interesting question is, how long am I going to be here?
Well, the end of the line is coming soon.
What is it you really want to ask? And you simply must try the salami.
Thanks, Dimitri, but I couldn't possibly. I'm looking for a different kind of sustenance tonight. I'm looking for someone.
Yes, I see. Quality sustenance comes at a price.
Misty asked me to give this to you.
And what did you say your name was?
Spanner. Cliff Spanner, private detective.
You seem to have captured my attention, Mr. Spanner. How may I help you?
Rusty Blackwood, heir to the Blackwood Oil Company, is missing. I understand he may have interacted with you.
Rusty Blackwood. The poor fool got tangled up in some things stickier than he could handle. And he stumbled onto some secrets. Dangerous ones.
Tell me everything, Cognac. Spare no detail.
Rosby had evidence. Documents that could bring a whole charade crashing down.
Charade? What charade? How did you...
What is it that keeps... Is that him like making a move on us? Is he supposed to be like squeezing our... I'm not quite clear from the art what to make of that.
I mean, how could someone in your professional occupation...
My occupation opens a lot of entrances, Mr. Spanner. My real business is secrets.
I need more, Cognac.
So do I. I'm all out of time. I mean wine.
Tell me where I can find Rusty.
Careful, Spanner.
This isn't my first case, Cognac. Tell me where I can find Rusty Blackwood.
Your entire life has led to this very moment sitting across from you right now.
We're running out of time.
To find the man you're looking for. To find Rusty Blackwood. Here's exactly what you need to know.
Dimitri. Cognac. Cognac, stay with me. I need to know.
Sunshine Spanner. You need to find the sunshine. Take this.
Thanks, dude. So that was longer. It was awfully wordy. And I don't know that I necessarily think that, like... I don't know. What do you think?
I think we should finish the other path and then come back to the last one there.
Okay. I feel like that was more words than there was actual value for, you know?
Yeah.
I get what they're trying to do in the style, but they either needed more jokes or more juice or something there.
Yeah. And yeah, I definitely think the guy was coming on to us. Like, he was queer-coded in the way that noir films often will do their queer coding.
Yeah, a very sort of like classic, like original, like 50s noir way of queer coding a villain, yeah.
40s,
40, okay.
But yeah. I'm sorry.
Yes, fine.
It's going to be precise.
A retelling of the classic 2008 Tumblr level, as told from the perspective of the spinning drum itself. High-torque inductive loads have valid feelings and experiences, and it's so important that we celebrate them. The curator. That's kind of an interesting idea, I suppose. So the gravity thing here is not manipulable. But you remember this level, right? This was one you actually played.
Oh, yeah, I did not care for that.
Yeah, it's a classic tricky level for sure. I want to make use of the long dimension here, but I don't know if it's going to actually be able to stop on... Okay, yeah. We kind of got something. Ah, damn it. Not what I meant. It's very easy to accidentally grab a structural member when the whole shape is tilting like that, instead of grabbing one of the loose ones. No, come on. Ah, had it for a second. I was kind of hoping that the suction was going to be enough to hold it in place once we made the connection, but apparently no such luck. Okay, well that's accidentally made a very weird shape that is very foldable.
I have a weird, unrelated, and time-sensitive thing.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna bring it up during the stream.
Okay, go ahead.
Someone is buying pizza and wants to know if we have any requests.
Yeah, pizza. I like.
Okay.
I like pepper. I mean, you know, I like pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni works for us.
And also thank him. This is terrible. This shape I'm making is terrible. It's all like.
Thank you.
It's all like looped in on itself.
Thank you very kindly.
Amabel, do you ever do anything without it being about scoring points on me? Look at this. I managed to build this shape. It's got this like...
You're doing great, yeah.
No, I'm saying I'm doing terrible.
I
managed to build this shape. It's got all this like weird internal structure, and it keeps not connecting to the damn pipe. We're so close.
Hello, Chomper Zero. What you are looking at, this is World of Goo 2. This is our third stream.
quite deep into World of Goo 2. Yeah, we're like 70% of the way through. So if you're not familiar, it's a construction puzzle game where we're using these goo balls to build shapes. We got to get connected to this pipe up here, but unfortunately we are in this rotating drum from the perspective of the drum, and it is complicating the physics. Look at what has happened to my shape. It is complicating the physics somewhat.
Yeah, and as Demon Work says, occasionally it becomes a Noir.
Well, one of the games in the series is we're in a kind of an odd chapter right now. We've already got 5 of the 8 sunk here. What I need to do is find a way to stabilize the feet. I need to connect the feet to each other so that it's not folding in on itself like this.
Yeah.
But it's actually very difficult to tell what's on which layer.
Yeah.
This game is not meant to be a 3-dimensional puzzle. It's meant to be a 2-dimensional puzzle, you know?
Nopna asks if a 6-pointed star would withstand the rolling.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that would probably be a really good idea. What I'm going to do instead is...
Doesn't mean you're going to do it. No, because a key part of your approach is you are the one playing the game, and you.
Okay, well, I mean, don't oversell that. I'm not resistant to feedback.
That's not been my experience.
Sorry, I'm not resistant to feedback from some people. I love you very much.
I love you too.
Please don't be too mad at me.
I have never been mad at you. This is the thing that's wild to me. So I'm just gonna.
Okay, you're gonna get all serious and emotional now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna gush.
All right,
yeah,
go ahead.
Because I've never had a relationship.
Yeah.
I never had a relationship where I was never mad at the person and they were never mad at me. Mostly of them being mad at me. So this whole thing where we just kind of get along and love and respect each other and do goofs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. I like that a lot. 10 out of 10.
I will say it's hard to build into like a... I'm trying to build into like a hexagon. Mm-hmm. But it is a little tricky because it wants to attach in squares. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it wants to attach in triangles, but the triangles, you get a couple of them together and they become a square. But yeah, I'm trying to create a shape that doesn't have any bits hanging off that can fold into the other bits. This time. This is working better. It's at least holding its shape. Yeah, the problem is last time I accidentally broke a piece out of the middle and created like a weird, like a thing that had 2 legs, and then the legs folded on top of each other.
Like legs do.
Yeah, like legs do. The way how it's impossible to walk because your legs fold into each other and then your torso is just scraping along the ground.
I mean,
this is actually very compelling. We're about to get something here. When it rolls again, yeah. I'm gonna build quick, and I think we're gonna make it.
See, I think you don't understand what it's like to have legs because of your robot crab legs.
Okay. I see. I'm not trying to get all serious and like a bummer here, but I do think it is worth remembering that I actually am. I have a little bit of a situation with my legs, and I am rapidly losing my mobility in the real world, so. I did understand what it was like to have legs. Less now.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I was
right.
trying to do a... Okay.
Yeah, anyway, cherish your mobility while you have it, y'all. You're going to get older and stuff might happen. Although, obviously, not everybody has the hereditary indicators that I have. By the year 2216, publicly available gravity had become controversial. God damn it. This is too realistic. Publicly available gravity had become controversial after nobody could agree on either its direction or magnitude. The state of Florida signed into law a decree that gravity points down in Florida and everywhere else is parallel to that direction. Therefore, people on the other side of the world would legally fall up, and people in Europe would fall east. In a separate campaign, activists condemned the pull of gravity as aggressive, pulling with disproportionate force on those of larger mass. Meanwhile, artificial life forms argued that since they have no mass at all, we should reclassify the concept of ideas as having mass proportional to their intellectual weight. Those who could afford it switched to privately owned gravity. Amabel, the world. Okay, oh god, oh god. Where did the other ones are just gone, completely gone. I was trying to catch them on this thing. Alright, I'm going to try to flip it to eastward. Just straight eastward. These are asleep. They don't... Okay. I don't think... I'm going to restart. I don't think I saved enough of those balls to be able to do the puzzle. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty tricky. So we're going to try to just flip it. Oh, no, don't go too much that way. Hey, that was pretty good. I got almost all of them there. Okay. Let us now create a... Oh, God. Yeah, right, that's lava. Didn't really strike me. Uh-oh. Also, I was not aware that the gravity modifier piece could itself be destroyed. I guess that is, in fact, part of the thing.
And the gravity modifier piece just being moved from that space entirely?
Moving it around feels extremely dangerous.
No, I understand that.
I'm gonna ask you to let me handle this here. So we're gonna try to drain off the lava. I did not manage to save as much of the purple stuff this time as I did last time, but it might be enough. Okay, I'm going to tilt this just a little bit. Just change gravity. Try to get the rest of this stuff out of here. This is actually really interesting, though, and I'd be willing to play like a bunch more. I could play a whole game where this was the thing. I think this one, whereas the Noir thing is like fun as a joke, but definitely has like shelf life. This one, I think, would actually work as a whole game. Okay. So let's break you out. Let's get everybody over here. So I want to break this shape apart, but I'm trying to be careful not to lose any of the black goo while we're doing it.
Yeah.
And if it's on a segment that we lose, then it will just fall off the shape entirely. So things usually try to be on camera. They usually try to be near where the cursor is. So I'm watching that part on the left very carefully, and okay, got it. Managed to get everything. Okay, and I think almost. There we go. Definitely going to be nowhere near the OCD level because we we lost way too many of the initial goo balls to outer space. But overall, that was, yeah, I think this is a really fun concept. You doing okay there, sweetie? You gotten a bit, okay, got a bit quiet.
I'm just watching.
All right, sorry. I wasn't sure if I bummed you out or not. Apologies.
No, I mean, you're not the one who has to apologize there. That's on me, and I'm sorry.
No, you didn't do anything. You were doing a bit. You were doing a fun bit that refers to the deep lore. the deep lore of this YouTube channel where I play video games. It's time. It's time to burn down your Disclaimer, we here at SB Industries. Okay, so where's the pipe's all the way over there. This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I don't even know how to get started with this.
I think I know what they want from us.
Okay, can you explain it to me? 'Cause I can't
I
understand
think
it.
so. I think we're supposed to build up to here, connect to the goo, try to get all the goo up here, and then we turn gravity slowly so that the shape of the goo, like, we're going to have to turn gravity such that these two flows of lava and goop are around the pipe, I think. Like, let me see if I can demonstrate to you what I mean.
Oh gosh.
Something like that, and the whole shape of the goo has to hang between the two flows. And then once it's over on the side, well, okay, obviously that's no good. But you see what I mean.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's all. I think that's all. You tell him nope, nah. Here's the thing. The word arson gets thrown around really, like, very, very easily. Sometimes a fire is just a fire, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes a fire is the kind of thing in which nobody should have any criminal liability. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Don't tip, don't tip, don't tip. We're almost there.
Do you know that the word arson comes to us from medieval Latin? Arcio? Arcio sounds cool.
No, sweetie, you're confused. That's a Pokemon. Sorry.
See, sweetheart, you can't keep gaslighting me about Pokemon.
Ah, no. Well, that didn't work. I need to go slower. Let me see here.
I mean, you might still.
No, we have to save 16. But it's something like that. Yeah, nope, not me too. I was never charged. I think it's important to... Come on, tip back the other way. All right, we're gonna add a little bit more weight. That's too much weight. That's too much weight. Amabel.
Sweetie.
Help, I'm very bad at this video game. Oh no.
I don't. Okay.
Well, time flies. Stop moving. Ah. There's a point at which you have to just, like, throw caution to the wind and build faster than it can tip over. Because you don't really want to build a wide base with this, because we're trying to save an awful lot of these. Right? We need to commit as few of them to the structure as possible, because each one that's committed to the structure can't become part of the the set that gets saved, right? So you do have to be pretty careful.
That is correct. No, Ardor has the same root as arson, which is neat.
I'm going to reinforce this. I know what I was just saying, but my concern is we're going to lose the left side of this pretty early in the tipping process. Okay. I'm going to try to do this in a way that doesn't get everything destroyed.
All right, I believe in you. Mostly.
Okay, we lost a pretty good chunk of the bottom.
This seems pretty good, though.
Yeah, but overall we saved a lot of goo there. This is such a fun puzzle. Like I said, I would actually play this game. Yes. Amabel and I had a conversation off screen about the noises that the goo balls make when they are placed, and we both agreed that the one that sounds like Kamako is the best one.
I mean, I think specifically with the context of the noises the goo balls make that you also make sometimes.
I'm getting older, and moving around creates feelings.
Oh no!
You know? I just-
Oh no! These are verbal.
No, I'm making the noises verbally, but I'm making the noises verbally because everything hurts.
Oh.
Turning 40 is rough, y'all.
You will be 40 soon, won't
I
you?
will be 40 soon.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
But before we get to that long dark night of the soul, first this dark night at El Sol.
See, I forget that because I'm so much older than you.
Yeah. I know the bit. Oh, this is cool.
Even here, at the edge of civilization, the streets glisten with black ooze seeping up from below. In every direction, there are forgotten lots and buildings, tucked away, left behind, like bad memories.
Hey, you! Can't help but notice you're everywhere I go.
A lone figure mops gleaming puddles infinitely towards the horizon. Just another part of the scenery.
Like that robot.
An animatronic cactus stands beside me wearing a sombrero. Gotta shield yourself from the moonlight, I guess. It seems out of place and out of time, but fitting for a city that lost its way a long time ago. In this town, even the plastic cacti have a story to tell.
Yeah, okay. You keep jamming on them tropes, man.
These might come in handy. Dmitri Kognac's final words echo in my head. Sunshine, sunshine. Could Sunshine Power be responsible for the disappearance of Rusty Blackwood, heir to the Blackwood Oil Company?
What was that, amigo?
Could a company that produces cheap, clean energy really be guilty of homicide, of cold-blooded murder?
Look, man, I get paid $4 an hour. Hurry up and order, will you?
Could Sunshine Power have assassinated an heir to their rival? No, that would be too dark, too twisted, even for this city. The explanation was probably something simpler, something more elegant.
Bro, what sunshine? It's always night in this city. It's always raining. Are you gonna order or what?
Sorry. Yeah, I'll have a grande burrito and, oh my God. Like a flash of lightning piercing the night sky, it hit me.
It was the janitor.
The answer I'd been seeking. The truth about Rusty Blackwood. This is going to shake the very foundation of the city.
I mean, it's just a burrito, bro. That'll be $16.99.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, we're also running a special. You can take these too.
Is that really the end of the scene?
Guess the other one went a little too long, so they want something shorter for us.
They pulled back a little bit of contrast. So do you think that that's the last we're going to see of this? Is the gag that we don't get to know the secret?
That could be. I mean, that could be.
Okay, nope. It looks like I'm real curious how this is going to go, honestly.
Oh, I see all those colors together.
Yeah. Okay, but it's... Yeah, real curious how this is going to go.
A ravishing red roadster radiates in resplendent contrast to the glistening green grounds of Sunshine Power.
Nice, well done.
The headquarters of Sunshine Power rises out of the pavement like an emerald monolith, sparkling in the night. A gleaming green monument to nature, growth, renewal, and wealth.
Is there anything else around here that's interactable? There is not.
As I step into the opulent lobby of Sunshine Power's headquarters, a sense of unease washes over me. Rows of potted plants stretch their leaves toward brilliant lights. Glossy posters adorn the walls, all of them boasting about Sunshine Power's clean energy and sustainability initiatives. Smiling, idyllic families holding hands and frolicking in green meadows. There's something off about it all. Even in this gleaming lobby, there's darkness lurking around the edges, like the never-ending night outside is creeping in.
Okay, I can only walk along this one axis here. I guess down is the only place to go.
My eyes, still aching from the gleaming lobby, adjust to the muted grandeur that surrounds me. I step out of the elevator onto perfectly polished tile and cringe, thinking about the grime and sludge that my shoes are tracking in. At the end of the hallway is a set of massive wooden doors, into which is carved the image of the sun, radiant and resplendent, its rays emanating in all directions.
It does feel a little redundant to talk about radiant rays.
Yeah.
I step into a palatial penthouse suite. A bank of towering windows look down over the twinkling lights of the city. A wide desk of burnished mahogany, behind which a lone figure sits, their back to me in a high-backed leather chair.
What are the odds that what do you think are the odds that it's Dr. Claw?
0.
You think 0? I'm gonna give it like 6 out of 10.
The high-backed chair spins around slowly, and a face emerges from the shadows. A face I had expected, despite my hope that somehow I was wrong. Miss Blackwood.
I thought I told you to call me Effie.
Effie.
Mr. Spanner. I'm surprised it took you this long.
I should have seen it sooner.
How did you figure it out?
Does this make sense?
I don't have enough information to know that.
Okay.
In a city of endless night and constant rain. Sunshine, Effie. Sunshine is a rare sight.
Yes, Cliffy.
And yet here we have sunshine power, somehow generating unlimited energy from the sun. The sun that never shines. Oh, it's a great story, isn't it? It makes us feel warm. It makes us feel good, doesn't it? But it's an illusion. A mirage.
I can see you're enjoying this.
I figure sunshine power is nothing more than a clandestine subdivision of Blackwood Oil, designed to deceive environmentally conscious customers and the city regulators. It was never meant to provide clean energy, only the appearance of clean energy.
And my brother, Rusty?
Your brother figured out this filthy secret, and he threatened to expose you and destroy the family business. And you, Miss Blackwood, to protect your family's legacy, had your own brother killed. No, it wasn't you who murdered Rusty, Miss Blackwood. In fact, it wasn't a person at all who murdered Rusty. It was the weight of family legacy.
You missed your calling, Spanner. You should be writing for the pictures.
Tell me, Miss Blackwood, why did you hire me?
This is a very good question. I would like to point out that we don't know that this isn't Dr. Claw. Because I never saw Dr. Claw's face. And we know that the big metal arm was fake, right? Famously. Inspector Gadget arrests the big metal arm and then turns out to just be attached to the chair. So I'm saying I was right. I'm claiming I was right.
What can I say? I was in the neighborhood and I needed a light.
You used me to tarnish Rusty's good name. The cast aspersions about his association with Misty, with Cognac. You wanted me to...
Cliffy, hush. It's not as complicated as all that.
So what then?
Yes, you're right. Rusty's dead. I had him pushed into a vat of oil, pulverized, turned into a few kilowatt hours of energy, and fed back to the city. It was the most he'd ever contributed to anything, really.
Why? Because he found you out?
The truth is, Cliffy, there's only one thing I didn't expect. that I would...
Okay, guys. It's time to clean up.
Can I help you, sir? You're not supposed to be a...
Effie, are you okay?
So what's your name, pal?
Cliff Spanner, private investigator.
Well, yeah, you're playing as Cliff Spanner right now. Good work, by the way. It's one of the less common endings. Usually the private eye doesn't make it out of the lounge. Too many distractions.
Listen, buddy, what's going on here? What happened to Miss Blackwood?
Right, Miss Blackwood. You know how these things go. This is where she confesses. She confesses to the crime, she confesses her love, blah, blah, blah. The fun is all the stuff before. I always skip the denouement.
What are you talking about?
Take a look out there, Cliffy. See that city? It was built for you. Well, not for you. It was built for you. Like I said before, what's your name, pal?
I already told you. I'm Cliff Spanner, private investigator.
Yeah, the private eye is always a little thick. Hang on. Let's force quit this scenario.
Oh, Cliff, I need help. You see, it's my fourth husband. He's missing. Cliff, won't you please help me, please?
Dang it. Hang on.
Our credit card machine isn't working, so you'll need to download the app.
Bah, wrong again.
God, help me.
Blast it all. Okay, this has got to be it. Now we're talking. Cheers. So, tell me, how are you enjoying World of Goo 17? The Black Stain.
Who are you? I saw you outside my office, and
outside the lounge and on the train. Yeah, I get around.
What's going on?
You and me. We're in World of Goo 17. It's a pretty good sequel. A little off-brand, maybe, but heck, I'm biased.
Sequel?
Yeah, I know. Some of the sequels were terrible. World of Goo 21 wasn't even a game. It was just a program that generated gameplay video.
Ooh.
Infinite generated content you could stream on your streaming platform to your fans or whatever forever. You could be a content creator without the inconvenience of having to create content.
So, you're not a cleaner?
I'm just another filthy player, just like you.
That was the sound of physical pain, to be clear.
What do you mean?
Yeah, no,
I'm just a fan of the World of Goo games. There were so many sequels. They really milked that franchise, didn't they? Haha.
Well, yeah, I thought I was playing World of Goo, too.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. They still had some good ideas back then. I bought all the sequels, even the terrible ones. I'm a completionist, you could say. I like to be comprehensive.
How many sequels were there?
It looks like you've been playing some of them. I guess I'm more of a curator these days. I've made all the sequels available to play here. I think World of Goo 6, 9, and 11 are still working up there. Did you enjoy Ghoul? It was so stupid, but in a good way, I thought.
What do you mean? You used to be a player.
These games came out a long time ago. Not much of the world is left from back then. I didn't think people were even around up there anymore, until you showed up. But I think I've helped keep this franchise alive and more or less playable.
So how are you talking to me now?
It turns out World of Goo 17 was Turing complete, so I programmed myself into the game. It wasn't my favorite sequel, too wordy for my taste, but it let me live forever, so I rate it 4 out of 5 stars.
I'm sorry, that means the real you died. I mean, a long time ago.
Yes, I expect so. How about you? What's your name, pal?
I was playing World of Goo 2, and suddenly the game said I was in World of Goo 17, and made me Cliff Spanner, so I just played along.
I've played World of Goo 2 hundreds of times, and that's not what happens. What chapter are you in?
I'm in Chapter 4.
Chapter 4 in World of Goo 2 is supposed to be set in a television animated series spin-off.
I guess I just thought you were like the wacky character in World of Goo games that you meet near the end of the 4th chapter.
This isn't right.
So, cleaner or curator? What do you really look like?
Are you sure you want to see?
just checking to make sure there's nothing to inspect for pickups.
Yeah. I'm glad you visited.
It must be lonely here, spending eternity inside the 17th sequel.
It's been a long time, but the art in 4 or 5 of the scenes is pretty good. I like to hang out in some of them.
I don't think I would want to live forever inside a noir-themed sequel.
I eat a lot of late-night burritos.
Thank you for keeping the World of Goo sequels alive and playable after all these years.
It was my pleasure. As long as this computer remains powered on, I will continue to live forever and keep the memory of these games alive.
Oh no.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Well, maybe there is one thing.
Sure, what is it?
Well, I made some World of Goo fan fiction levels, but nobody has ever played them. Do you want to play one?
Sure.
Oh, great. I hope you like them. Just walk that way.
Yeah, did you just catch up with the thing that's about to happen? Guess I'll just walk over here past this plug.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello? Sorry I tripped on this power cable. Is that bad? Is anyone there? Okay, I'll just plug this back in again.
We did it! You have a visitor in the West. What did you think of that, Amabel? Chapter 4.
I liked it. It was neat. It's the kind of I like some meta layers to a thing. Yeah.
Okay. And welcome back to what looks like some more standard World of Goo, I guess. Also, I think truffula trees for some reason.
Yeah, I do wish we'd be able to see his fan fiction levels.
Yeah, I legitimately am interested. Oh, and somehow still science. Log 2. After all these years, the world has changed. Even in frozen sleep, so have I. Everything is different than I remember when I was a kid. Unable to land, insufficient surface. Dispatch. Okay, so yeah, different source of writing now. Okay, so we're going to project goop across these things and up to there. And okay.
Seems very
looks like it's gonna work and be
straightforward.
Yeah, be like weirdly straightforward and easy. Very curious, one might say.
You need to get 80 of them though.
Yeah. Well, it kind of seems like we have an infinite amount.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It's just when it's just goop, that's not going to work. I need to get it in contact with this stuff. So
You need to lower it, balloon line.
yeah, we're going to have to lower this one and then bring it back up later.
Oh, very smart.
It doesn't... Hold on a second, it's getting heavy. But now that they're these things, they don't go to the side anymore. So we can raise up. How am I going to do this, actually? Because we can cut stuff loose from the clouds that they're stuck on and float them up higher. But they won't still be receiving goop, you know?
Yeah.
How am I going to get this? Because what we need is to make this wake that up. Or I guess maybe the play is... We could use some of the green structures to try to build out to here and make a connection that way and let all this stuff free. But if I... Well, we have some loose ones. Okay, yeah, I think that's the plan. And then we probably have to undo that, you know, and in case we don't get 80. I don't know if we have 80 or not. Let's see if I can make this work. Try to give that a little bit of stability without adding too much additional structure. I mean, we're going to need a connection here too, otherwise it's not going to work. Ah! Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
So I would say, unfortunately,
yeah.
This sounds a lot like running water. So if you can excuse me for a moment.
Yep. Okay.
I'll be right back.
It does have a sort of a flowing goopular, kind of really disgusting sound to it, doesn't it? I get where she's coming from. I think we're gonna have to stabilize that as well. Oh, it's getting heavy. Oh, it's getting heavy. Borrow balloons. Borrow balloons. This is becoming a situation. Actually, a thing we can do, I hadn't really thought about it, but a thing we can definitely do is buoy this up this way, and that actually means we don't need so much lower structure. Right, because I can do some of this. That one might have been important. But if I put this out here and then we attach the balloon to that, like how close are we looking? Yeah, Hazy Falcon King. Yeah, it's Goo. I'm trying. I'm trying to.
I have returned.
Welcome back. I am adjusting the plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna need another balloon from somewhere, I think. Just gonna pull this up like that, and then I'm gonna go get another green goo ball. So I'm borrowing balloons from earlier in the sequence as well.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try something like this.
Is it just me,
we're getting there? We're getting there.
Yeah. Can you go? Well, I'll just let you do this, but can you go back to? I want to see it from the start.
Okay.
Not restart the level, but see from the bottom what your plan situation is.
Oh, I don't like what that did. Let me time fly that. I do need to maintain some structural integrity back here. Actually, let me time fly the last pull too. We gotta go get.
Okay, yeah. So this is basically the human centipede of World of Goo, right?
Nope, not even a little bit.
The reverse human centipede.
Nope. Not even a little bit. Okay.
There you go.
Now, I'm going to go back and get some more green. We're going to try to build up here with green. And at this point, I should be able to detach some of the, like, under parts of this. This should be able to run as just a single wide chain of green goo.
Okay, Stephanie, what Tom Hardy song is stuck in your head?
Probably the one about human centipede.
I don't know that one. You have not played that one.
Yes, you do. Oh, that's like one of the first ones you heard. The Red Flag song.
Oh.
They're on a date.
Is that the one where he keeps punching her dad in the nuts?
No, but it's the same characters in the animated music video.
Okay. Alright.
Also, he never punches her dad in the nut. It's in the dick. He punches her dad in the dick. Which is different. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the dick and the nuts are different.
Which would hurt worse?
The nuts, for sure.
Yeah.
It is famously one of the least fun places to be punched. Okay, bad news. I'm gonna have to use a normal goo ball for this last part. All right.
That is bad.
Everybody in. Everybody in. This is nowhere near enough stuff. When this ticks down, I don't know if it's gonna shoot lava or what. We're gonna find out.
If it's lava, it'll be very demoralizing.
It's lava. Because of course it is. Amabel, how could you possibly think it would be anything else? Okay. So that's tricky. That's tricky stuff. I have thoughts. I have ideas. Let me explore the space a little bit. Let's play around in the space here. Yeah, with Montaigne. You know the one opener. So first of all, can I pull this thing off the ground? If I say pirate some balloons here, let's get like 3 balloons on this. It seems like it doesn't want to come up. Because if we could raise this thing off the ground, it would make things easier. Alright, I'm going to do something perhaps inadvisable. Holy shit. Okay, that's too much. Hold on.
Oh no.
Hold on.
This is hard.
I'm just playing with the physics here. I'm just trying to see what I can get away with. So 2 balloons is too little. Okay, 2 balloons keeps it there. 3 balloons keeps it somewhere. Let's see where it goes with 3 balloons. Will it just rise up off the? Yes, it will. Okay. So there's no. What I was trying to figure out is if there was some level we could keep it at where I could change the amount of balloons on them and raise them all up to a certain float height. Because if we could basically if we could make it more of a staircase of goo getting transferred, you know. So let me play with this idea a little bit, because what we could do, right, is something like this and lengthen the chain.
Okay.
Because we can't get these things to fire up infinitely, but we can get them to fire up some. And if we make each one of these chains a little bit longer, we can staircase the goo upward.
Okay.
I didn't do that right. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so we pull you out. We could maybe even raise that up more. Do one more.
Okay.
Like this. Yeah. All right. This is a much better. I feel a lot better about this approach than the last one.
Yeah.
I did that in kind of a silly way. Do we need to be this high on this one? No, we could cut height. Yeah, so let me if I pull a balloon from this, where does it end up? We definitely still cut some height. And then these are balloons that we can use for the build phase. Because we don't need all of them on this thing, obviously. So how low can we get this while it's still able to do its job? It seems like 4. 4 is what we need to keep it in a spot where it's able to reach. That should be just fine. Okay. So we only need to get these high enough to be able to make contact with that. This is a way better solution than the thing I was initially trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay, you can... Yeah, you could stretch one more. At least one more. I think we could do even one more. Do I have another loose? Yeah. Right. Yeah. That totally works. Okay, cool. And then we just need to get this one high enough to hit the one that actually turns them into scoreable goo. It's going to turn out the lava doesn't matter at all this time. Oh, undo. That was not obviously the the joint that I meant to grab. Okay, this should be sufficient. Oh, why did it stop? Why did it stop? It probably behooves us to raise this one up one more. Go ahead and... if you gotta get that. I don't know. Or is it just pizza delivery?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's getting it.
Alright, well then, never mind.
Never
Never
mind.
mind. You stay right there and keep working like a dog. For my benefit. Okay, so we do need to make sure that we get enough stuff over here that the that the whatever second countdown doesn't kill us before. It's interesting.
And that wakes up when you touch it,
it's not
right?
Shooting anymore. Yeah. Maybe there's a hard limit to the number that can be like out at a certain time, because it's definitely still receiving. Huh. Okay. Well, then I guess we're building.
Yeah.
Do we have any spare green stuff? May as well use that for the build, right?
Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, we did use most of it in building the chains, but
yeah.
And then we can also minimize our reliance on structural integrity a little bit here by using a balloon to keep buoying this upward. Uh-oh. I caused the countdown to start. But this will keep this ship from tipping over while I'm building it.
Okay.
Well, it would if I had enough balloons on it, it would. Hey, up.
Oh, that's...
There we go. Okay, yeah, and as soon as some of them start to go in, it starts firing again. There's a hard limit to how many can be in the environment at once. Yo,
okay.
Yo, what are you doing? You gotta make it all the way to the shape, please. I think the problem is recoil. But there we go.
There you go.
That was a cool level. That was a really neat one.
Are you gonna wait to see if you get the?
Yeah, I'm gonna let it run until the lava comes out and ruins everything. $123. I'll take it. That's a neat level. I like that a lot. It makes good use of a lot of the skills that you've had to learn up to this point.
What was the? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm sure it was like 1 billion.
Billion's probably too many.
Nah. Okay. Love a precarious floating goo shape. Log 3. I've been observing this world since I was just a kid. You know, maybe I should have started on the leftmost level. So when I designed the log recorder for this machine, I decided to store logs on signposts. It seemed thematically appropriate. It's a good thing they're not made from real wood. It's hot here. Even near volcanic springs, there is life. Unable to land. Overly abundant heat. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have to... Yeah. We're going to have to connect over to here, drink up this pool, and then make a structure of the pipette goo balls to get over to here so that this thing can convert the raw goo into scoreable goo balls.
Okay.
And we sure do have some balloons with which to work. This is a cool idea.
Yeah.
This is probably about where we need to start adjusting it. This is going to be a little scary. Boy, that sure is taking on a character. Well, that was almost really disastrous. So I want to ease back just a little bit on the amount that I'm pulling up here. And keep in mind, once we make solid contact with the ground on the other side, we're going to be able to change the shape of this pretty dramatically. Or we're going to be able to move the balloons around without changing the shape so dramatically. So that'll be good. For the moment, we just have to be like pretty careful as we continue to triangle outwards. So let me see if I can... Here we have this. Try to get some hold a little bit further back. I'm trying to just like gently reduce the amount that I'm... Because what we really want to build here is like an arch, right? Build a base to that.
Yeah.
But it's going to be very difficult to suspend it as an arch, and I'm not an engineer. So every time we adjust the weight, we have to adjust the balloons. We're almost there.
Okay.
But every time we put the upward force too far forward, it bends the thing way upward, which is not bad in the long term. Like, it doesn't actually change the shape we need to build, but it makes it really hard for me to tell what I'm doing. It's probably too far forward. And, you know, there is a limited number of goo balls that we can afford to spend on the structure here, so I guess I do need to be wary of that as well. I'm trying to be kind of efficient.
Okay.
Ah, damn it. Alright, this is not go fast time. This is slightly adjust the heat, the height time. Ah, damn it. I was trying to get it long enough that it would catch, you know? 'Cause what we really need is just to get it out there. Let me adjust this 2 spaces forward. How about that? I don't... Yeah, like I keep saying, I don't want to pull it up too much because we really do want to minimize the amount of goo that we're spending on the bridge. We're gonna have to pull some up here, and then maybe reduce the number of balloons in total, or move more of them like way back.
Okay.
Okay, that woke those up at least. So I can anchor this. Okay, so now that I've done that, we probably don't need to keep this many balloons in place. Let me, before I do anything else, let me reach across here. I need the clear ones, please. Yeah, we do need to make sure we are drinking deep. We also, need to reach across there and get a hold of the other shape. Okay, so we've gained some balloons. We've got a hell of a lot of goo balls now. And remember, we have to have a structure of the pipettes specifically in order to run the raw goo across so that it could be processed by the processor. So I'm going to just double the arch across here. This is going to maybe change our balloon situation a little bit. We'll see. Nope, that's the wrong kind of goo ball. I'm a little worried. I guess we still have a lot. It feels like there's fewer clear ones, but that's because they're moving out of the pit area. So I meant to attach that a little bit more here. Just want to be sure we're not going to lose anything. Okay, almost back home. All right, that's like solid-ish. Now we need to get it over to here. And for this bit, we want to build as much. We want to build with the clear balls, or at least there needs to be a line of clear piping. We can use some black ones for the structural elements.
Okay.
We're also potentially going to need some of these balloons. Out of curiosity, yeah, okay, we could probably remove a fair number of these. Definitely not all of them, but we can probably remove a fair number of these and still Still have that standing. So I am going to give this just a little bit of a base. And then hopefully we're going to do the rest of our work with just goo balls and balloons from here. We don't need structural integrity. It is really hard to select the correct guys, though. There's no way to tell it not to pick up the solid ones anymore.
Yeah.
But really, ideally, that's what we would be doing. It's just never touching another solid one. Okay, let's get these attached. We can build in what appears to be a more or less upward direction for a while here. Where's the other balloon? Yeah, this is much less of a build overall. We don't need to go nearly as far on this side. Again, this feels very like culmination of skills type thing.
Yeah.
It feels like a good climactic video game level to me.
Yeah.
How you doing, Amabel?
I'm doing all right. I'm just watching you do your thing. I don't have a lot of commentary on it because it's just requiring a lot of skill, and I believe in you.
Thank you, sweetie.
You can do it. Also, I'm just smelling the pizza that's in the room, and it's a little distracting.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We will eat soon.
Oh,
okay, there's the anchor.
Get through this.
And here comes the raw stuff. Okay, beautiful. Now we just make it to the pipe. No problem. I don't know that I think I want to build with the solid ones now, mostly. Right, because if we build with the clear ones, it's going to distract the flow of the goo. And I want to build near where the balloons are rooted, because they'll help to keep this shape upward. Kamako indeed. Got it. Beautiful.
Good job.
Thank you. And I think this well is, yeah, we've just about got it all out. So, oh, I see we lost a little bit of goo here to the lava. I'm gonna let this finish running, if you don't mind.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of goo left. I don't think we're gonna get the obsessive completion distinction on this one, but is that one more? That is one more. Hooray! Yeah, I definitely overstructured this. I feel like 160. I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a third above what was needed. How far were we from this? You are kidding me. A single ball. I guess I didn't overbuild as much as I thought. Like, clearly I did overbuild, but not as much as I thought. It looks to me like we're pretty close to the end here. I'm guessing this is not a very long chapter. It's just, these levels that require all of the everything. Log 1. Hello? Is the log recorder on? The goo balls are more vibrant and filled with life than I ever imagined. Structure appears to be remains of a large creature. Unable to land. Redirect to avoid damage. Okay, so we have some kind of structure down here. That's not a pipe. That's the pipe. Okay, so we gotta blow this up by starting a fire. But we build up to this and wake it up and it dispenses lava, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I see it. Easy enough. So apologies, Amabel. We might run a little bit long. But, like, we're right at the end here. I'd like to finish it if it's okay.
Yep.
I know that you have feelings. Pizza feelings.
I am fine.
I don't think that it matters how much we use in the build here, because I think all of these are going to get obliterated when the lava comes,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to build in a very, like, stable, structurally stable way. That did not go where I wanted it to go. Can I undo that? Okay. I appreciate the vines, the convergence, kind of giving you a sense of how close you are.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work. All right, I didn't realize, like, I think we can speed build it from here. And I think we're gonna have to. All right. Why build well when you can build fast? Listen, I take my craft seriously, y'all. Video games over pizza. Sometimes. Temporarily, to be clear.
Yeah.
Always temporarily. Alright, so remember the white goo balls are fireproof. Is this other one gonna roll over? Okay, I don't have to go get it. Hey, look at that. I think we did one ball more than the OCD on that one.
Okay.
Indeed. Well, can we just transfer that one over to the other one, please? All right, 3 pipes running up to the destination landing station. It's a pretty big eyeball there. Okay, are these... These don't look like any of the goo balls. These are not the match head ones, right? Log 4. Knock, knock. Is anyone there? My door is stuck. I can't get out. If I'd landed on a nice flat surface, I might have been able to fix it. Oh, I've been in this machine for a long time. And looks like I'll be in here a little longer. It's okay. I'll become another part of the beautiful landscape, like everything else. Maybe I'll spend this time writing an unpublished graphic novel about my long journey. Or maybe I'll count higher and higher and see if the numbers keep going or loop around back to 0. I like the idea that that's a thing you could discover by just continuing to count. Or maybe I'll try and remember everyone I left behind. Or maybe I'll scratch cave paintings and buffaloes into the side of my machine to really confuse anthropologists in the future. Or is it buffaloes? I didn't pack a dictionary. What's that over there? Oh, hello, little fish. Be careful. Don't get too close. Whatever you do, stay away from the very top of my machine. The rocket is extremely explosive.
That's my favorite kind of explosive.
Yeah. Hey, what a coincidence. Big same. That's like a bouncy... That's like a mattress? Okay. Oh, they're not so much fish at all. Okay. I can't attach it to any of the other parts of the thing. I mean, do we want to... I want it to explode, right? If I let it down in the goo, what happens? Nothing, actually. But if we lift it, it just stays right here in the middle. Like, we don't have any horizontal influence. Clicking on it doesn't do anything. There's no other part of the ship I can attach to. What do you think? Because we're clearly supposed to do something. There's more level over here.
Yeah.
But if I can't get it to... Oh, no, okay, now they're moving it horizontally. I didn't think they were before.
Okay.
The problem was impatience. The problem was that I was not patient. Who would have thought? Me, of all people. So we're gonna drop it on this mattress, I guess.
Yeah.
Did they stop moving it to the side at some point? Because we're getting past the mattress now. Yeah, they have stopped moving it. What happens? Okay, I needed to not touch the walls, I guess? Nope, hey. There we go. Nope. That is not, in fact, a gentle enough landing. Well, now I'm definitely confused because it doesn't seem to want to touch the ground. Okay, I had to put it down very gently. In a way that almost feels like a physics error, that it can still sort of like descend while it's got all three things attached. But whatever, it's fine, it's good.
It must have been a long journey. Someone had been watching for a long time. There were telescopic photos of familiar places and old friends. They had enjoyed the delicious juice-like product. Everything in the photos had eroded or washed away a long time ago. But it was nice to see them again. And everywhere the traveler traveled, there sprouted all new worlds of goo.
Hey, those are credits.
The creative dictator. Well, hey, Amabel, we did it.
You did it. I was along for the ride.
That's true. I did it, and you did not help. And in fact, I think that we should all note that I persevered in an atmosphere of sometimes extreme pessimism. There was a lot of sort of questioning of my decision making, a lot of implications that we would never reach this point. And yet here I am. So
I know that's what you're into. I know you.
Listen, I can't get my Tower of Goo up without it.
Boy, do I know that.
So yeah, that was World of Goo 2. I enjoyed that a bunch. I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. Which is not to say that I didn't enjoy the first game, but you know. I will say that I'm like, when it's like, oh yeah, 14 years later we decided to make a sequel to our game. The place I'm coming at that from is like a cautious pessimism.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Everything just went black. Okay, I guess I'll just wait here.
And he is trapped there in the void forever. It's his own dumbass fault for tripping over the plug. He could have been trapped there forever with a friend. Hey, that was World of Goo 2. We did it. I'm gonna warp us back to the gas cave. Whoosh.
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 Whoosh. Take that, video game. Bam. We did it. Okay. Hey, Amabel.
Yeah.
That's that. It's the end of the stream time.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Sorry, I meant it's the end of the stream time, so start doing the thing we do at the end of the stream.
Yeah.
While I continue to do management stuff back here.
Okay.
Sorry.
So we do at the end of the stream is we talk about how great Amabel is.
We do.
And how much you appreciate it.
We do. We recommend things that we have engaged with, that we love, that improve our lives, and that we hope improve the lives of others. And the number one thing that I would have to talk about is Amabel and how great she is, and how much she improves my life.
So
My
the
life.
things that
I didn't mean to bore at, but I did bore at, and
So
I
the
think it would be
things I
weird
engage
not to acknowledge it.
the things I engage with this
Yeah,
week.
what's something
First
special
of
you want
all,
to share with the folks?
I have two things.
Two things.
First, and most importantly,
Yeah.
is you showed me some of your classic bits.
Okay. I showed you some places. Yeah. Some places where
From-
I fucked up in some way and had to fix it in the series on the channel.
In very entertaining, comical ways. Here's the thing that you do with that is that you put. I can't describe. See, so I want to say like there's a lot of effort, but also there's not. It's like both those things at once. You know what I mean? You do a thing a certain way, and that way is not falling under traditional measures of like production value, but the fact that you do it as hard as you can makes it very funny. And I think you're just really talented and funny and smart, and I would.
Okay, hold on. When I was doing this, it was okay. When I was doing it was fine. You can't do it back to me though.
The other thing I engage with is I saw for the, I don't know, 7th or 8th time, the film The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp from 1943. It's a Powell and Pressburger film, and I love those films. And, it's real good. It's a Technicolor epic. It has some, perhaps, it has some politics. I'll say that. I don't know. I know when it was being made during World War II, the government felt it was too pessimistic and did not want it made. but also there's parts of it that feel a little jingoistic. So I mean, grain of salt, but it's a beautiful film about like emotional, like it's about emotions. It's not about like big events. It's about people and their lives, and I eat that stuff up with a spoon. And yeah, I recommend Life and Death of Colonel Black.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you? What do you recommend, baby?
So okay, there's a couple of things we gotta talk about here. I do wanna take a moment and pull something from the chat. Z Falcon King is recommending the game Zephon. I have a copy of Zephon. We are absolutely doing a series on it, and the only reason it hasn't started already is because I didn't want it to get chopped up by the move. So that's coming. Zephon, probably like a week and a half from now ish. That'll be happening. Because I'm curious to dig into it. I want to do that with all of y'all. We're going to talk about the move in just a second. As far as stuff I've been engaging with this week that I've been enjoying, if I'm honest, it's been a little bit of a it's been a little bit of a get lost in stuff, dissociate kind of week for me. It's been rough. But a thing that I have been enjoying a lot while in that state is I've been watching some of Dead Blossom Jesse's videos and VODs. Dead Blossom Jesse is a streamer. I don't know if y'all are familiar. He did a thing where he turned a big rotating box into a video game controller and played Mario 64 that way while inside of a big rotating wooden box. That you might have seen. It went like a little viral. But yeah, Dead Blossom Jesse. He's got a VODs channel on YouTube and a channel of more edited stuff. That is my recommendation. There's been some very good. His fucked up Jeopardy games are very entertaining. Yeah, they're doing cool stuff over there. So go check them out. Not that I think they're much more popular than I am. So it's sort of a weird thing for me to direct upward, but. Yeah, that. Okay. Also, the move. Let's talk about the move real quick.
Okay.
So we are.
Wait, we're moving.
We are moving. I'm sorry to have to break it to you live on stream, but we're running out of time. It's happening soon. You have to know. So yeah, we are going to be moving house to a new place. That's going to be over the course of this next week or so. I think what I'm going to say is. We're probably not going to stream next weekend.
Yeah.
And there's going to be reduced stuff on the channel this week. I've got 5 episodes of Against the Storm loaded that are going to come out over the course of the week. But yeah, I'm going to basically take like a week and a half off here, and then. Sometime in early December, expect for videos to start up again. Let me look at the calendar real quick. Yeah, that week of the 2nd ish is when stuff will be back. So that's gonna be it for us for today. There's gonna be a couple more videos today that I want to record because like we're almost done with Curse of the Golden Idol, and I don't want that to wait the whole week. So I'm going to finish that up. There's another thing also that I want to post about that I didn't include in our end of the week segment because I'm going to do a video about it in a second here. But yeah, so a couple of those, then some Against the Storms, and then we'll be back soon before you could even miss us. So thank you all so much for watching, for hanging out with us, for all of the support that you have ever given. We're gonna listen. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get through all this shit together. So come back later in the week for more Against the Storm if that's the stuff you're into. Come back a week from that if you're looking for more new stuff, and streams again soon. Give us a fortnight or so. Have a good rest of your weekend, everybody, and we'll see you then.
Bye.